All right, yeah, I got to talk about a show that I watched over the last couple weeks that I just really wasn't into, but I just kind of stuck with it to see how it ended. And then the ending was awesome. Like it was wild, and it was kind of worth the ride.
All right, can I guess?
Yeah, go ahead,
Because
guess.
I guess I'm going
Hold
to
on,
guess
it's
wrong,
not
but
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer
do you
or
have Jack Johnson's
Frosty the
Rudolph?
Snowman.
Do you have
Go ahead.
HBO Max?
I do.
Is it on HBO Max?
It is.
I'm watching. Is there a color and a flower in the name? Is there a
There
flower in
might
it?
be. There
I
might
haven't seen
be.
the ending yet. I'm watching it. I'm kind of like my buddy has been on me about it, right? So it's good. I should keep watching.
Yeah, it's all worth it for like the last show. Like
Yeah.
all of the stuff in between, I'm just like, it just makes you feel, ugh. You know,
Yeah.
you're like, ugh.
And their
Like,
problems are a little too realistic sometimes, even though the show's like far fetched a little bit. I'm like, oh, this argument
ugh.
feels hits a little close to home.
Yeah, they hit on all the things that make you uncomfortable about relationships and
Yeah.
like uncomfortable about travel, and it's just like, ugh. Like I just felt like I'm like I don't know how I feel about this show. Like I don't really want to watch it, but I
I
stuck. I
yeah.
stuck with it. And the ending was just like, oh wow, that's not. I kind of saw it coming, but I didn't see it coming, and it just kind of ends, and you're just like, huh, that
I
was
think
worth it.
I'm on episode 4 right now. I think the two dudes are alone for the night, and those Italian chicks are great. They're hilarious. Like they're such naturals acting. You look like they look like they're just having a good time all the time, man. I'm like, this looks like a party right here. That's the one thing about the show. Like there are some good elements. Like it all seems very realistic. Like I don't know the way that people
Did you
talk
see
to
the
each
first one?
other. A lot of it, but it's all realistic in a awkward way, in a way that makes you cringe a little bit.
Well, if you're getting to the point where the two guys are alone, it gets real cringy. Like you just feel bad for everybody involved, kind of like it just feels painful to watch. Like you just feel like
Yeah.
not like you feel their pain because it may or may not relate to you, but like you feel their pain just because it's watching like relationships kind of go off track in
Yeah.
these uncomfortable places, and you're like, ugh, God, I would
Yikes.
hate to be out on it. I don't know. And what's her name is fantastic. Uh, Stifler's mom.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Now
Her
you made me forget her
character.
name.
Her character is just. You'll see. You'll
You know, I
see.
like her in it. I've never seen a character quite like her on shows. Like she's just goofy.
Yeah,
Not
and they just
mean, but
kind of
kind of
work.
mean by accident.
Yeah, they kind of work like they just work her character perfectly through the story, and you'll see.
She's
You'll
about to
see.
get some action. I think
Oh, you'll see. Oh, you'll see. You will see.
Stifler's
That's all I gotta
mom.
say. If you haven't seen White Lotus and you like pain and suffering while watching shows, but has a decent ending, I recommend it.
When I first saw American Pie, Jennifer Coolidge, good job. She
Hmm.
looked to me like she does now.
Yeah, she
Stifler's
has that.
mom.
Yeah, and it could be that we're getting older too. You know what I mean?
Well,
It's
she
kind of like
looks
your
the same
parents,
age, but she looked old
like
then.
when
I
you,
know she didn't probably, but she looks anyway.
you know how like your parents always look how they look, regardless. Like over, if you think over time, you're like they
Yeah.
always just are my parents. I don't know.
American
Anyways,
Pie.
yeah, another one that was really good that never got any. The I think it was called The Night of. It
Oh,
was
that was
wow. It was
yeah,
about a
yeah.
taxi driver.
Who was in that?
No, I don't think anybody
Seth
famous.
Rogen? No?
No, it
Anthony
was just
Mackie?
about a taxi driver that like ended up hooking up with this girl, and then she brutally murdered, and they blame him because he was
Oh,
in the
HBO.
house.
Yeah, I saw that. Never mind. I saw that. Riz
Yeah,
Ahmed.
dude, I love that. That was really dark. It was great.
Yeah, Omar's in the jail. HBO's funny with that. Michael Imperioli's in the White Lotus.
Yeah,
It takes me out of it a little bit. The shows are so good it doesn't, I guess, but it could. Like, oh look, there's Michael. You know,
yeah.
he's here. And Omar's in everything. Omar's
Well, Omar died.
yeah, he's not in anything anymore.
No, R.I.P.
You
But
watch, you're gonna do a face. What is that called? A deep fake on. Just have Omar be in everything.
yeah,
Michael K.
maybe.
Williams, great actor. No
I wouldn't.
disrespect.
I wouldn't be mad about that. Deep fake.
Yeah, right.
That would be all right. They need a deep fake Chris Farley. Bring him back. That would be awesome.
Yeah, man. I mean, part of me wonders if they are. I think they are like James Earl Jones, right? I
Yeah.
wonder if they just have him, or I wonder if they're perfecting his voice as Darth Vader so they can just have a computer do it. You know what I mean? Having him
I'm
record
sure
lines
that's how they
maybe
do
or
it.
whatever.
Just type it in.
We're gonna do
As long as
Star
it
Wars
doesn't-
forever,
as
you
long as it
know.
doesn't read lines like my maps things do when I'm going somewhere. You know, they just mess the words all up. You're like, what the hell is that? Then it's
Yeah.
not even right.
Maybe they just
Anyway.
have him read all sorts of lines like, Luke, don't put that lightsaber in his butt. You know, just everything. We don't know what it's gonna be, James Earl. You know, we don't know where it's gonna go.
Well, to be fair, anything's a dildo if you're brave enough, Bill.
Don't turn it on.
Jesus.